But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We can talk about the boy, we can talk about Moses, but I want to ask you, what is that in your hand? You know what it is. I don't have to tell you what's in your hand. You know what it is. But what I want to know, have you given it to God? Have you really given what you have in your hand to God? God has given it to you. That's the reason you've got it. But it's not worth anything if you don't give it back to the God who gave it. Whatever it is, God wants you to share it. God wants this world to become a better place in which to live. God wants to perform a miracle in and through your life. And if we refuse to give to God what is in our hand, then the world will be denied miracle after miracle. There are many lonely people in our world. You know who some of them are. Have you offered them your friendship? Or have you just felt sorry for them? There are people out in our community who have lost their eyesight. And they're dreaming, if I just had somebody to come and read this book to me. You may know that someone. When's the last time you've read something to that someone? There are people who need to be encouraged. You can give them encouragement. There are people who are hungry, and you need to feed them. The list is endless, and I shall not go on and on. But you and I can make a difference in someone's life by giving to God what we have in our hand. One last story I need to share. A man was allowed to visit hell and heaven. He visited the place called hell. And when he visited, there was a big banquet of food there. Big long table with all kinds of food. It was beautiful. Attached to everybody's hand was big long forks. And when it came time to eat, it was havoc. They were trying to get those big long forks, and it's hitting each other in the face and everything else and scattering food all over the place. It was a mess. He went to heaven. There was that same big long table of food. The people had big long forks attached to their hands. But everything was quiet and peaceful. Why? They were feeding each other. The place called earth becomes like heaven when we as human beings and children of God learn to give what is in our hand to others. What's in your hand? Amen.